What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. So let's go ahead and get into the drama, right? So we have Miss Jaguar Wright. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Jaguar. She's actually a neo soul singer and she's very talented. But recently, she has been exposing members of the music industry like none other. You know, she's exposed Common for coming on to her in a very inappropriate manner. She just recently apologized to Tiffany Haddish because she didn't want to really disrespect Tiffany Haddish, being that Tiffany and Common are in a relationship. So she did apologize for making her feel some type of way. But now she's coming after Mary J Blige. Now, I don't know who triggered Jaguar off specifically for her to come out with these allegations against all of these artists, but whoever it was, it lit a fire under her and she's hell bent to expose the industry for what it really is. You know, whether you believe her or not, she's coming through and she's telling her truth. Now, she had some pretty interesting things to say about Mary J Blige. She talked about the lack of talent that Mary has. She also said that Mary has been in the closet ever since she broke up with KC from Jodeci. So she's basically just calling Mary J Blige out and telling us who Mary J Blige really is, or wanting us to know how she feel that Mary J Blige is, because like I said, it's three sides to every story. It's her side, it's Mary's side, and it's the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and play this clip, and I want you to listen closely to what Jaguar had to say about Mary J Blige.
Good morning, world. It's almost noon here, but it's still the morning here. People want to know, oh, Mary, why are you going after Mary? Why ain't nobody asking Mary why she went after me? I was a Mary J Blige fan, just like all of you. I was in a lot of the studios where a lot of her records were written and recorded. Shoot, some of Mary's stuff I heard before she did. Me and Mary J Blige have the same producer that we work with, Chucky Thompson. Well, she don't work with Chucky no more because I guess Puff told her that she couldn't. You know, Chucky Thompson gave her the best music she ever had and she stopped using him. Even though it's his work that made her famous. See, don't nobody ask those questions. Don't nobody ask why Easy Mo B didn't do more tracks for Mary. Because Puff was in control. P. Diddy, Honeycomb, was in control. Mary J Blige has turned her back on almost everybody that's ever cared about her, ever loved her. Her and her sister, Latanya, Latoya, whatever. They're awful people. Y'all just don't know it. Because, see, you believe what their publicist tells you. Why are y'all mad at me? Because you'd rather believe their lies than believe the actual truth. She's a whole gay woman. She been gay ever since her and KC ended it. And everybody knows it. So why is she still in the closet? LGBT, why is she still in the closet? In this day and age, if you are living on the down low, you just want to be a liar. That's why I came out. I didn't have to come out. And truth is, anybody who really knows me or really paid attention to me should have known I was a bisexual woman. If you didn't know, it's because you didn't want to know. So I came out. I actually had to call a few of my out and proud friends and apologize to them for not owning who I was, even with them. See, I had an image to uphold. What image? This is my image. This is me. I'm a person just like y'all. I am real just like y'all. Matter of fact, I'm probably realer than most. Sweeter than most. But how would you know? I guess people don't watch all of the interview when they watch interviews. Yeah, Diddy is a shepherd for the devil. I'm sorry, I was talking to YouTube. I got everybody told me he was a shepherd for the devil. And I seen it for myself. Y'all want to know how divisive Sean Combs, Honeycombs is? Go talk to Father MC. And ask him how he feels about the love of his life being and all Puff wanted to do was keep it quiet so nobody knew that he was responsible because he didn't have the appropriate to do half of the shows he was doing at Howard. Just to get by. Just to get by. And he got by. He got all the way to the top. He got by everybody. And what most people don't know is he used Mary J Blige to compromise a lot of people. Y'all seen all the documentaries? Oh, Mary went out and Mary got all of the rappers who were taken advantage of. All of the rappers who got very unfair contracts. She sent them to him. She's no different than a procure for a If you'll go out and get a bunch of talented artists and know that you're bringing them to a situation that is not going to be advantageous for them, not only are you a betrayer of art, but you're a betrayer of humanity. But then again, she'd do anything just to get by. Mary J Blige don't write them songs. Somebody else is getting that check. Mary J Blige don't produce no records. Somebody else is getting that check. That means Mary only got a few ways to make money. We know she ain't no real singer. So she needs the production to support her, to make her look good. So all she is a celebrity. That's all she is. She's not talented, genuinely. She has she has a thing. You know what I mean? Like there's that real thing when she's actually being real. Like I'm not gonna lie, I wish she was still getting high. Because she was honest when she was high. But the second she started trying to convince everybody how happy she was, then she went off into that farce marriage with Ken Do. I'm not going to talk about Ken Do. There's enough people to talk about Ken Do. But I'm going to tell you something. Ken Do, he can do some things. Because he's managing to get $30,000 a month out of this old and don't nobody even know why. Even Wendy Williams didn't understand it. When she was like, how did this man cheat? And how did it? Because that man didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. He was sleeping with his wife's girlfriend, yo. And I know exactly what that's like because I did that in my first marriage too. I had a girlfriend that I had to share with my ex-husband. And you do it so they won't run and tell everybody that you gay. So now, because you won't tell the truth, you're being held hostage by a lie for someone that you know does not have your best interest at heart. And what happens after that? You become bitter. And Mary took it out on every female artist that was better than her.
Alright, so you heard somewhat of what Jaguar had to say in regards to Mary J Blige. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So if you want to see the video in its entirety, you could just click the link and really see further what she had to say. She went into Beyonce and her working relationship with Kanye and how Kanye produced better music for Beyonce. I guess she was insinuating that Beyonce's music has fallen off. She also goes into great detail and explains how, you know, she was the talent and that she was the show and how certain artists didn't want to go on after her because everyone in the audience, the fans and things of that nature, were so overwhelmed by her performance that they didn't care about who was coming up next, that they would leave. And she mentioned India Arie as one of those people that didn't want to go on after her. And she also name drops Jill Scott as being someone that I believe she has an issue with. You know, her and Jill Scott are not on good terms. I believe that when Jill Scott got her foot in the door, she kind of left Jaguar right out there and didn't do anything to help Jaguar progress in the industry. And so she's calling Jill out for stealing her style and things of that nature. Now, Jaguar, main reason for going at Mary J Blige is because back in the day, Mary J Blige tried to stop her from selling records. I guess she was getting into the producer's ears. I believe Jaguar detailed that her and Mary J Blige had the same producer and things of that nature. And basically Mary was like giving them ultimatums like, yo, if you're going to promote her music, I don't want to work with you. I believe that's what she was trying to say, but basically Mary J Blige was hating on her music and Jaguar is just coming out and exposing Mary J Blige. Now, when Jaguar talked about Mary and Kendu's marriage, I believe that she went a bit too far. I think that you should keep it about the business. If Mary J Blige violated you on the business aspect of things, talk about the business aspect of things. You don't have to try to expose Mary's personal life, whether it's true or not. And also, you shouldn't have to, or feel like you should have to, expose Mary and who she chooses to lay down with at night. That's her personal business. I feel that Jaguar, goes off the rails when she starts to dive into the personal aspect of things. If you were disrespected and you feel that Mary did you wrong on the business level, keep it about the business. Now, a lot of people have a problem with the way Jaguar is going about things and how she's coming out and exposing these artists. Me personally, I don't have a problem with it. This is how I feel. I don't care who you are. If you was made to feel uncomfortable in any situation, it's your right to come out and make the ones that made you feel uncomfortable as well. And I see a lot of people saying that she's bitter or she's hurting for money. Well, she can be bitter and hurting for money, but she can also be educating young African American women who are neo soul singers like her and who are wanting to test the waters in the music industry, to put them up on game on how to conduct yourself once you enter this treacherous business. So she might be broke, she might be bitter, but guess what? There's a multitude of things that can be true at the same time. So stop trying to shame someone when they come out and they're trying to share their truth. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have at it in the comments. Drop down and let me know what you think about this entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.